Hey guys, I recently went to near Baltimore to it's called Game Days. We first got there. I went with a bunch of guys, uh, gamers, board gamers, guys I've met through Board Game Geek. Searched locally, found them. By the way, I recommend that. Um, so got together with those guys, and one of them, TJ, wanted to go to Game Days, which, like I said, was in Baltimore. We got there, and I wasn't sure. It was about an hour and a half to get there. Those guys were going to play the Colonists, which is like a 7 hour, 8 hour game. I think it took them all of that. That was just with three. And I said, well, I'll wander off. I ended up getting into a Great Western Trail tournament, which I enjoyed. But it was like $10 to get in, which I thought was kind of a waste because all those guys did. So they spent $30 to play that game. That's all they did. TJ wanted to try to sell some games there, so he had some stuff up in an auction. Nothing sold. Um, well, I take it back. He did sell a few, I guess, but he also had to pay like $20 as like a fee. I don't know really how that worked out, but um, and then I bought one from him, which you'll see. So I'm going to keep this to 15 minutes because I've noticed. Well, first of all, I don't think more than 15 minutes is good on YouTube. I think the longer videos are not the best, and I've had trouble uploading lately with the software I used to upload when it's longer than 15 minutes. So we keep it to 15 minutes. Let me have a little sip of water. I'm going to show you what I got, why I got it, and be right back. I'm up with the first one. This is the one that I got from TJ. So after all that trip, he doesn't sell this one. This was a Kickstarter version, so he wanted more for it. We haggled on the price. It was in perfect shape. And the reason I ended up getting it was because, first of all, I had the Kickstarter stuff in it. And then he also threw in like a little storage tray full of little pieces and stuff that are in it. So that was kind of cool. And that game is Pursuit of Happiness. So really happy to add this one to the collection. It's kind of a life, I guess it's kind of like the game of life, only kind of an advanced game of life. It's a little bit complicated, I guess. Comes with a beautiful board, very colorful. Let me show you a little bit of it here. If I can open it up, give you an idea what it looks like here. Yeah, it was part of it. Yeah, it looks really nice. Like I said, he gave me this with it, which, is a couple bucks, but it's the idea that it comes organized and already punched, and I made sure everything was there. So that's the Pursuit of Happiness as the first game I got. We haggled, like I said, he wanted 50 in the auction. He didn't get 50. His low price was 40. I ended up giving him 35. So the way the auction worked was it started out from like 11 to 12. It started out at your maximum price, which for him was 50, what he wanted to get for it. Then it went down. His went down to 45 for the next hour, and finally to 40. So when it didn't sell, I said, "Well, I'll give you $35 for it," and he sold it to me. Which was fine because he drove me there. He didn't charge me for gas money or anything, so I felt like I made out all right. That was Pursuit of Happiness, $35, used but in perfect shape. I forgot to say why I bought this. First of all, it plays 1 to 4 players, 16 to 90 minutes, ages 12 and up, and I thought this would be a good family game. I thought my daughter could play it. She is 12, and I thought my boys might play it. They're all teenagers, and I thought my wife might play it. So I think it looks like fun. I didn't show you the back, but it does look like a fun game. From what I understand from my brief reading of the rules, what happens is you start out as a young man or a child, and you end up going to your death. And then whoever has the most points after everybody's dead is the winner. Kind of a morbid game, but the idea is your whole life you're pursuing happiness, which doesn't always come from money, so I like that. Comes from your relationships and maybe you have pets or something like that. That's all included in the Kickstarter stuff, which provides, I think, 6 or 7 different kind of alternate things or extra things you can get. Sorry for that. I had something paused and unpaused. Anyway, that was The Pursuit of Happiness, and I really enjoyed that one. The next one I picked up right at the end of the auction. As I said before, it had like 3 phases, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2. So I went there like at 10 to 2 and said, let me see, this is the lowest price you could get. Maybe it was the after 2. I'm sorry, no. It had to be between 1 and 2. Yeah, that was the last So I probably went a little after 1, actually. So he had this one. I've seen this before, and that was Escape, The Curse of the Temple. It also came with this one, Escape Illusions, which is the first expansion for the game. So these two came together, and they wanted $10. So I thought, okay, fine. And this is another one where the expansion looks kind of cool. It's 1 to 6 players, 8 ages and up, and it plays in like 15 minutes. You've got numerous directions here. I'm not sure what all this is. I know these are all the different languages. Okay. You must own the Escape basic game to play this one. So these are some of the extra tiles you get. I like the tiles, very colorful. You get extra dice and so on here. Yeah, that's pretty much it with this one, with the expansion. I thought the expansion alone was probably worth $10, but no, put the rules back in. Put the rules back in there. And I like the way the box is presented. You know, just kind of a cool looking deal here with the box, and that shows what's in the expansion. Yeah. And then in the actual game, Curse of the Temple game, and the reason I got this one was because, again, it's a family game, plays quickly. It came with a CD. I checked it had everything in it. This had some additional stuff too. Something called the Sand of Fortune, some Kickstarter stuff. Additional game components for Curses and Treasures. I think it had some of these in there, so I'm guessing they're in here. I haven't done a full inventory. However, this is a promo number 2 is here, and promo number 1 is here. I'm guessing everything's in here. From what I could tell, everything's in here. You got the little timer. You've got the CD, which I did check is in here with perfect condition. Yeah, there's another one I thought, you know what, I can't really go wrong with this. Everything's in here. All the tiles are here. Yeah, I thought, well, what the hell, for $10. And the box, the inside of the box and everything for the $10. I'll just show you real quick if I can pull this up without it falling. It's really nicely done here. The box is nicely done the way they did it. You can see that. So $10, Escape. Another one I thought would be a nice family game for everybody to play. I like the fact that it's real time, so something that, you know, takes, I think it was like 15 minutes, real time, whatever that means. I think it's 15 minutes is what it takes. So really excited to add that to the collection. 1 to 5 players, 8+. You can even play this individually, which I thought was kind of cool. All right, that's Escape and Illusions Expansion 1, both from Queen Games, and $10. Hey guys, back again. Still talking about game days, and the other one I picked up in the auction was, and it had a slight ding in the box, but you know what? So slight I could barely notice it. I can't even find it now. I noticed it the other day when I was looking at it, but anyway, it's Jamaica Man. Pretty cool game from GameWorks. Actually, a very cool game. It plays 2 to 6, 8+, 30 to 60 minutes. Another shorter game. The artwork is brilliant in this. I'll show you the back of this one. Give you some idea of board and the cards and stuff. And I will get to show you real quick if I can hold this up without. The box itself holds everything perfectly. I don't know if I can hold this up without tipping it. Let's see if I can do this. I've already tipped it here when I did that. The ships are cool. You got 6 different ships. Come on, I'm going to lift it up. Yeah, so you got 6 different ships here at the top, different colors. There's cards, and then the tokens and everything are down here in the bottom. You see the dice. This actually lifts up these, and underneath this is all the cards and so on underneath there. Really a neat little setup. I love when the game designers do that. I just think it makes it store better. Goes from table to back to shelf easier. It's easier to set the whole thing up. That's Jamaica. Paid $28 for it. It's $59.99 new. This was shrink wrapped. It was a dent. The only reason it was cheap is because it had a little dent in it. Oh, right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. That's why it was cheap. That's why it was $28 because of the dent. I'll take it. $28 is roughly half price. I was real happy to get that. And I got that right at the start, right at 11 o'clock. It was one of the first things I saw. And I said, you know what, for half price, brand new like that, can't pass it up. Sounded great. And I haven't played it yet, but it looks fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Okay, back for the last part of the game days. This is actually the first thing I put in my hands. I think in Jamaica I said it was the first thing, but this is actually the first thing I picked up. Game I wanted for a while, and just sounds really good. It's 1 to 4 players, 90 minutes, 13 and plus. I thought my wife would play this because I know a lot of other folks' wives play it. And that is Castles of Mad King Ludwig. Yeah, pretty cool. It's Mensa Select winner, so that usually means it takes some brains to play it, which is probably not a bad thing. I'll show you the back here. The idea is you buy various pieces of a castle, different rooms, and try to make the one that's going to most please the king. And the king has certain things that if this room's next to that, you get bonus points. And if you have so many of these round rooms, you can get bonus points, or square rooms, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of different variety to it. Looks like a really fun game. And I paid $35 for it, which, you know, it was practically new. I looked inside of it when I was there because it wasn't new. I saw everything was in it. And again, it came with, you know, he had one of these things to hold everything. So I thought that was kind of cool. Again, it's like a $5 item, but you know what? It just makes it so much easier. He was right there, the guy that was selling it. So I get to talk to him about it. He said everything was there. And he you know, I'm more than happy to, he kept it in print. I mean, it looks like a brand new game. There's not a mark on it. The rule book looks brand new. So for $35, it normally sells for $60. I think I could probably have gotten it for $40 or $45 off of Amazon or something. But you know what? I had cash. I was there. I bought it. I don't regret it. Castles of Mad King Ludwig, one I really wanted in the collection, and now I've got it. Again, I thought it was one the family would play. So anyway, that's it.